Numerous murders over the years. In 2012, there was 13 officer-involved shootings that resulted in death in Anaheim. There's a huge list of individuals who have been killed by the Anaheim police, and out of all of the people that are listed, there's hardly any families that have obtained any justice or any accountability for the death of their loved one. And the justice that they do find is usually monetary. It's money. They get money paid to them. The families do. It's never enough because nothing can compensate the death of a child or a loved one. But there's no accountability to the officers that are involved. I've personally, over the last 5 years, went and sat on seeking the truth, because you can't really, when you're dealing with the police and trying to find out information, there's many brick walls when you try to find answers to your questions. In Anaheim, they say that they're transparent. There is no transparency here in Anaheim. The police in Anaheim here have body cams on them now. The public is not privy to that video coverage unless you go and sit in on a trial, which that's what I've done. Is I've went and I've sought the truth. I had to see the truth. I had to see for myself, through these jury trials, through these wrongful death trials, what these officers are capable of. And the most recent one that I sat in on was Monique Deckard. She was killed in 2015. She was a mentally handicapped woman, and she was having a mental breakdown, and she was shot and killed by 3 Anaheim officers. Her family went to trial, and all officers involved were put through trial, and their body cam footage was shown during that trial. She was a mentally ill woman. She had 2 knives in her hand. She was in her apartment, and she took 2 steps out of her apartment with her hands raised with the knives in the air. And 3 officers shot and killed her. But prior to her being shot and killed, the officers involved at the scene were all instructed by their commanding officer to use non-lethal and verbal commands for her. They had placed trash cans in the courtyard of her apartment building where they were hiding behind. They had non-lethal weaponry. All of them did. They're shown on body cam footage verbally addressing each other in agreement about the use of nonverbal or non-lethal and verbal commands only for Monique until the crisis interventionalist who was en route was to get there. Not everything, but a lot of the stuff on the body cam footage was contradicted by the testimony of the police officers. The jury found the Anaheim Police Department 25% at fault for Monique's death. They awarded her family $700,000. But during, and that is a little tiny bit of compensation for this family. But during this trial, I found so many things wrong, so many things that need disciplinary action on these officers, so many things that needed to be addressed that are just going to be going under the rug, like so many other violations of rights and people getting killed in the city. I don't want to ever, I know that we're here today to try and get a public safety board that can do something. And I know that we have a public safety board in place already, and I don't want to ever discount anybody's efforts, any of the board members' efforts, because I know they're well-intended individuals, but it's just not enough for this city. This public safety board is not enough. It doesn't do anything, and that we have in place now. So we desperately need some place where community members feel safe to bring their issues, where they know that their issues will be counted and their issues will come to fruition. Something will happen at the end of it. Something, if you have an issue with a certain officer, if you can bring your issue to the public safety board and they can help you to find out the name of the officer, they can help you, they can lead you, they can do, you know what I mean? Just some way that you feel safe in bringing your issues to this public safety board. Because right now, this safety board that we have is tucked away across the street from City Hall in a building. It's not public. I mean, the public is allowed to go there, but it's not, it should be, the setting should be the same as the city council meeting. There should be an ability to have it archived. It should be on Channel 3. It should be the same setting as the city council. And since I've been trying to get accountability in Anaheim for the last few years, what I've seen from the council is the council will do nothing, and what they have done so far is just trying to, the community rises up. The community has so many issues. They bring all these police issues to the city council. City council, that's not what they want to hear. They don't want to hear that. So they devised this public safety board and put it across the street so that the police issues can go over there. I personally bring my police issues to the city council because I am a police accountability activist, and what I do in this community is I believe that there is accountability that can be had on an individual basis whenever you encounter the police, is that you can film them from a safe distance, and you can keep the individual that they're the person that they're in contact with and the police officer. It's just a safety issue. It's, filming the police is for everybody's safety. And so as a police accountability activist, I have brought many issues to city council. I bring the names of officers, I bring, so many different issues about the police to city council to no avail. Nothing ever comes of it. So, what I do it now for is because it's public. I go to city council and tell members of our public about these officers that are in question to bring public awareness, because they're not going to find out any information about these officers anywhere else, and these are public servants. These are individuals that we have a right to know what's in their background, to know, if we have an issue with one officer and we take it to the public safety board is, has other issues with that same officer, we should know. We have a right to know this information, Right now there's repeat offenders in Anaheim, in the Anaheim Police Department, that are going without any accountability and terrorizing communities all over. We need this public safety board to have teeth, period.